Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing some macro photos, so macro photography as it's called, and I'll be going around the house and taking photos around or objects around my house, and I'll be using this. Also be using this 50mm Canon lens. It's actually quite good. I've only used it a couple of times. Never really had to use it, but the only time I've had to use it was either taking photos of flowers and stuff like that, or either trying to get a wide sort of shot. But I'll be using this today to challenge myself if this is a macro lens or not, and it doesn't say it is, but I'm gonna do it anyway because yeah, why not change it up? So yeah, I'll be using this for the photos for today. So enjoy. What's going on is I'm back. As you can see just below the screen here, I'm actually editing. I'm actually currently editing the photos. This is just like a overall thing. So with the 50mm, it was actually pretty decent in terms of like getting the blurriness around the object of what I was trying to take, a photo of. Sorry. And it was good, and I had the lowest aperture as I can, which was just just f4. And my shutter speed was around about, like, it was around about 20, no, like at least a 30 to 50. And usually for those type of things I would probably go a bit higher, but I couldn't because like I was just trying to darken the area to make sure there's no other light coming in, because I was using the ultra light to help expose the item correctly. So I had to go ahead and like adjust the shutter speed every now and then, but the aperture I never touched. The ISO I never really touched. The ISO's always at 100, and yeah, it was good to play around with the exposure a lot more, and just go in different areas. So the first few things, it was actually in this room actually just like after recording, there's a deck of cards in the drawer in front of me, and I saw them. Oh, that looks pretty cool. And then I wanted to add in a bit of old objects that I had off my dad, and then I placed a book, and I just used that as the foreground. Then I added the cards in, and then added in the objects I wanted to add in, and that was for the first couple photos. And yes, there was only about 5 of them that were actually like correctly exposed, or like not blurry or moved around, because obviously when you're trying to take photos you're gonna get some that aren't in focus or whatnot. But that's just me, and also the shutter speed as well, because if you have a fast shutter speed you're obviously gonna get blurriness, but if you're a slow one and you're shaking, it's obviously gonna be shaky as well. Anyways, yeah, and then for the second one, it was this was actually inspiration from Peter McKinnon, god damn it. And I added in coffee and made made the coffee beans spilt from a cup. I did try to add in a spoon, which was pretty dumb of me. I did try to add in a spoon for some reason, but I don't know why. That was a stupid thing to do, and I try to get different angles. I try to get like a upwards angle, or either try to go towards the side, or either try and get a different angle, left or right. Just trying to move around everywhere. And the third one, I don't really know, if I'm really honest. I just saw these marbles in like a glass, in a glass box, and well, that looks pretty cool. I just wanted to take photos of those. Not really too much going on there, so that's all I can really tell you. In terms of that, the 50mm was actually quite decent, as I should be using a lot more than. I usually only use the 18-55 as like my actual lens I would actually use. I do have another like lens, but that one rarely gets used besides taking photos of like sport, or either something that's gonna be long distance that I want to take photos of. But yeah, I'll definitely be using the 50mm a lot more. And yeah, not really much to add in. Besides that, with macro photography, just make sure that you have your shutter speed. If you're using a dark room, just have your shutter speed lower, than have some sort of light that's not natural light. Otherwise, it's gonna be all over the place. In terms of when you're editing, it's gonna be all over the place. But yeah, that's all I can say for this video. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you like it. No. Hope you did enjoy this video, as I did too. And please like and subscribe, and for more content like this. And I'll see you guys later.